Hello. Hi. How are you? You want to step out of the car for me, please?
Sure. So.
What's going on?
Well, I came to check on my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend?
We live together, yeah, in Baltimore.
Okay.
We have the same address, and his parents, I guess, have like a weird dynamic of our relationship.
Okay.
And my phone is dead.
Where's your is your boyfriend here?
I hope so.
Okay, I'll get to you in a second, ma'am.
Oh, he's not here.
What's your name?
Oh, he's probably at his friend's house.
Okay. What's your name?
Mackenzie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Mackenzie. I'm Frank.
Yeah.
Did you do any drinking tonight?
I'm sorry, because he said Tyler's not here. We live together. Like 3 hours away.
You live together in Baltimore?
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing here?
We're visiting our parents, and I have a horse.
Oh, okay. Your horse is here?
Teaching lessons today. Yeah.
I'm 10-4. Okay. Do you have an ID, Mackenzie?
I do.
Okay. Can I see that?
Oh, sorry, my wallet's on the other side.
Okay. We'll walk over there. Where'd you come from?
My dad's?
Your dad's? Where's your dad live?
Can you shine the light?
Where's your wallet?
Sorry.
Is it on that side? Let's take a walk over.
Yeah.
Where are you?
It's like really mean to me. His parents don't like me, and
Okay.
I don't get it. Like, they're so mean to me.
I didn't talk to them yet.
They're very mean. They're like not nice at all. They're like a bully. Here, passport even better.
No, I'll take your deal. That's fine.
The what?
Your driver's license. I'm sorry.
I'm going to Africa, so.
You're going there? When you going?
Yeah, I don't know why they're so mean. They're just so like
Well, we'll figure everything out. We'll try to figure everything out. Okay.
It's not nice. Like they just don't like me. I guess that's it.
Not do the base time level. Yeah.
Honestly,
New Jersey DL golf.
But he's
You just run out around, please. Do you know where he is?
No.
Well, where'd you guys leave off? What's your boyfriend's name?
I came to see my horse today, and
Okay.
I had lessons, and I had a videographer, because I do like a lot of Instagram stuff.
Right.
And
So then, what? You just came here to go see him?
I just knew he was lying.
Okay. What was he lying about?
What
do you think he's lying about?
I was on my way back to Baltimore, where we live together.
Okay.
And we split our time, I guess now, and I just knew he wasn't here. So I just wanted to drive by.
Instead of driving by, you pulled in?
Of course.
Did you knock on the door or
We've been
anything?
together for 5 years.
Did you knock on the door or anything?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm
And
entitled.
then what
5
happened?
years, I'm entitled. I live with your son.
So you knocked on the door, then what happened?
Yeah. It was like a little bit hostile. I'm not sure why.
Okay. We'll figure it out. It's alright.
Okay. I don't know.
Did you do any drinking tonight, Mackenzie?
I had a margarita.
Okay. Where'd you have that?
At my dad's.
How long ago?
Well, I had a photo shoot, and then I went to my dad's and had a margarita.
Okay. Okay. What time did you have that margarita, do you know?
A while ago.
A while ago? Just one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright.
I'm just interested, invested girlfriend, and I don't do anything wrong, and I wish that he would do the same. But he doesn't. And he comes here on the weekends from Baltimore and he's stupid. So,
Okay.
I just wanted to see if he was here. That's it.
Is that his truck?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was like, you've been texting that all today? You talking that all to him today, or?
I did.
Okay. What happened when you talked to him?
He went fishing with his dad.
Okay.
And they went fishing for like 3 years and never caught anything. Maybe that's a lie. Maybe you were just cheating on me the whole time.
Okay.
But today, they caught 2 fish. I don't care. I just don't care anymore.
Okay.
I don't know your name, but I just don't care anymore.
I gotcha.
I'm just sad.
This is something I gotta ask. Do you do any drugs or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
How about it?
Okay. Alright, well, my partner's inside talking to
They're just
them.
so mean.
Okay.
And I feel like when you're in a relationship, like, there's some things you should tell your parents, and, like, there's some things that are, like, personal.
Right. I agree.
And that's how I feel. I don't think you should be too personal with your parents, and if you are, you're a bitch.
Where do you live? You live in, or your parents live in?
I grew up in...
Okay.
And Emily was so good today.
Alright. So like I said,
Honestly, I don't want to cry.
what's that?
I don't deserve to cry right now.
689 Alta 70.
So this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna.
I just should, like,
You didn't get into a fight at all with your boyfriend or anything like that?
I don't fight.
Okay. Or an argument? Nothing.
547, 195.
You guys really talked? You said?
No, they made me cry. They were so mean.
No, I'm talking to you and your boyfriend. You guys barely talked?
Fight.
Okay. All right. So this is strictly.
Like 1970s, like housewife. Like I'm so like submissive. Like I just wanted to see if you were here. I'm like I want to say like hi. I'm like I'm going home. That's it.
Okay. So what we're gonna do? All right. I'm just gonna try to figure this out. My partner's talking to them, and then when it's okay. If you want to cry, you can cry. It's okay.
I don't want to cry. I know exactly where he is too.
Where is he?
Like,
Do you have his location on your phone or something?
just go there. The guy does so much drugs, and I'm like, stay away from him. That's why I came here, because I don't do that. But he lies to me, and he says like, oh, I just went fishing with my dad, and like I went home, and I'm like, no, you didn't.
I gotcha.
So, God. Hi.
She's inside talking.
And like, if he told his parents half the things that I could tell them, they would probably never speak to him again. But I'm not like that. You know?
Gotcha.
It's just awful, honestly. It's terrible. So just like very mean. His parents are so mean. What's your name?
My name?
Can you shine your light, please?
What are you looking for?
Well, I packed the day. Goodness. Wait. Bye, wait. Can you do that again? It's just good chemistry. I don't know why they're so mad at me.
Well, I'm sure they weren't expecting you to come over. What's your boyfriend's name?
You go to I'll show you how to get there. The guy has to go away.
Okay. Well, he's a grown person, so if he wants to hang out with someone, I can't force him not to.
I know, but his friend.
Okay.
Just like totaled his whole car. He's like, Mom. He's like, the guy's like 38 years old. I'm like, why do you live at home?
I gotcha.
I don't know. It's not really worth my energy either. Which is why I'm not upset. But his dad is like an alcoholic, like a heavy alcoholic. Oh, okay. My phone's like not charging. It won't turn on.
Where you going? Sorry. She just went to throw out a recyclable. I saw.
Trust her.
I understand. I watched her.
Trust me. I don't trust her.
Don't say anything. Okay. Okay.
And the worst. Yeah. That's bad. That means like you overshare. That means you overshare and your parents, as they should, they would judge.
Oversharing or not, I mean, she's still allowed to have a form of opinion. If she doesn't like you, she doesn't like you, you know?
So, like, when you're in a relationship, right?
Right.
If you've ever been in, like, a long-term relationship.
Okay.
If you overshare with your parents, it ruins a relationship.
Doesn't every child have a different dynamic with,
Oversharing, like, ruins a relationship. Like, really. Like, there are some things I would tell my mom, and, like, there's some things, like, I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I wouldn't. Oh.
where's your jacket? I'll get it.
Huh?
Where's your jacket?
I just want, like, a flannel. Those are my riding boots, sorry. Mine sounds like a horse. I just... It's like, what's the point? Like, they don't know where their son is.
How old?
28.
Okay, well, like I said, he's 28, so if he doesn't want to tell his parents where he's at,
I smell
That's-
like a horse.
you sure you only had one margarita?
Like a horse. You smell it? Have you ever smelled a horse?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. No, I refuse to leave because I've been together with your son for 5 years and we live together literally in Baltimore. So.
Well, if they tell you to leave, you gotta leave. You know?
Yeah.
I don't want this to
They don't care.
I don't want this
They
to
don't
escalate.
care where their son is.
That's up to them. I'm not.
Us, you guys
You're not going anywhere.
Second shot. No.
I'm cold. I have to sit in my car.
No, you're not.
I can't sit down in my
No.
car? Are you serious?
I'm very serious.
Okay. Are you being facetious? It means a very serious situation that you're taking very lightly.
Oh, taken lightly?
That's what facetious means.
Okay.
There's a new word.
Learn something new every day.
You'd be like, man, you're being facetious. Yes, whatever. Honestly, he's done. And they know that. That's why they don't want to hear. Because they know that he's a liar. But he's always been a liar.
So why'd you stay with him?
Because I loved him? What do you mean?
Oh, that's sometimes you gotta do hard things and, you know, break up with someone that's lying to you. If you love him or not, you know?
I just wish that he would like get sober. It like breaks my heart. And I enable him because I do all his laundry. I like clean everything after him. And I just enable him. Like I make it look like nothing's wrong.
689, Eric is valid in New York,
And they don't know
New
because
Jersey,
they don't
and
live
he's
in Baltimore.
have with me.
And then he plays
790,
both sides, like
679. That's Billy.
I don't want
Make
anyone
contact
to
now.
know about like my relationship. Like it's nobody's like business. You don't involve your parents in your relationship. It's just weird. And if you're going to, then you have to go all the way, like balls to the wall. Don't tell them half. Tell them everything.
It's up to the dynamic between a child and a parent.
I
You know?
could say a lot. And I won't hurt. It's like a therapist. That's healthy. I have no idea why they would even do that. I mean, like, I want to, like, pray for her. Like, I don't know. I only came home to, like, visit my dad. And I was literally, like, leaving now.
You're going back to Maryland tonight?
Yeah, but my phone died. I'm like, oh, just stop and say hi to he's not here. And apparently they don't like me. I don't know what he told them. I didn't even hear about this.
You originally said you were driving by the house to see if
he
he
never even
was...
told me that they hate me.
But you originally said you were driving by
He
the...
never even told me that they hate
That,
me.
I don't care about that, but you said originally you were driving by the house because you were seeing if he was cheating on you. Now you're saying you're coming here to see him?
I drove by to say hi to him because I knew that he should be here because he told me that he caught two fish with his dad and he would be here.
Okay.
That's it. But I was like on my way home, like right for 9 and then
You're going to make the drive tonight? Back this late? At 11? It's a long drive at night.
I have a cat.
Sure.
I can't leave for more than one day.
I got you.
And I also got thrown off my horse today, so. Well, not thrown, but I do a venting, so it's like a venting curse.
Units on Sweet Party, Temple.
There's so many leaves.
Just don't worry about the leaves. Sit on the car.
What? They're crazy. It sounds like OCD.
Stay on the car, please, Mackenzie.
Units on Sweet Party, Temple.
Where's that woman?
Hey, nice heading.
Okay, well, your son's officially single. Your parents are bachelor crazy. Seriously, like that's part of the reason why we fight, because I want to be like I love you, but like I want to be a part of a family that loves me too, and I could never accept the fact that like I don't even want to. There's no repairing that. I want to be with a family that like loves me.
I gotcha.
And they're like so mean.
47120.
I don't even want to be here. What's her name?
Frank. Well, Mackenzie, hopefully we're ending up soon. Again, I've been sitting here with you this whole
What
time.
are they doing? Like,
They're
what's the big deal?
They're getting their side of the story, all right? We're investigating this
For what? I was
to investigate what's happening.
There's
That's
nothing
all.
happening.
Okay, well, obviously they don't want you
I've been
here.
here a million times.
Mackenzie.
I've been together with their son for 5 years.
Okay. And you're not listening to me now. If they don't want you here, they have the right to tell you you're not allowed here.
And you know what's crazy? He, the guy that drives that truck, is madly in love with me. And if I wanted to be a part of your family, which I don't, okay, let's just make this clear, because you just crossed the line. You just crossed the total line. That dog is such a baby. That's Bella.
Okay.
Nothing. Doesn't do anything. It's a short hair. Brody. Like, what? They're just like crazy. I don't know what's wrong with them. She's like medicated. He's like a war vet. I don't know. I feel bad, but like it's not my problem. That's why I moved. Like, it's not my problem.
So why are you stressing about it?
I'm not. I just want to go.
You keep talking about it.
Because I'm here. Do I have a choice?
Yeah, you don't have to talk about it. You have to stay here. Yeah, you don't have a choice for that. You're being
Well,
detained,
I'm
but
explaining it to you, Frank.
okay.
It's like irritating. If he spends too much time in there, like, I don't know what to do. So I read this like Bible verse today. You want to turn the light? It's this one. want to read it?
I'm good, thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not religious? Okay, don't let your well-being depend on your circumstances. Instead, connect your joy to my precious promises.
Very nice.
But they're Jewish, so I don't think it's fair. It's also like really bad karma.
What?
It's bad karma. Everyone's freezing. Are you sure I can't sit in my car?
No, you cannot.
Really?
Yeah, I'm serious.
What do you mean? I thought they didn't want it here.
What's that?
I thought they didn't want it in their driveway.
Well,
They don't want it in
when
their
you
driveway.
when you
so-
leave, you will be moving your car. Yes, but right now you cannot leave.
Well, can I take a sip of my body armor?
No.
I'm like parched. Are you kidding me, Frank?
Yes,
Well, can you get it for me? Because I'm really thirsty.
you can wait.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
Really? Okay. For what?
For when you leave.
Okay. Sure. Why couldn't I get a drink out of my car?
Because you've just
Why?
been walking around ignoring me this whole time, so
I was
I'm not going to let you do anything.
I think you're being very kind, actually.
I'm asking you just to sit
You're
still,
being
stand
very
here,
understanding of the situation.
and I'm trying to be, but at the same time, I need you just to.
There's nothing happened. His parents are like mad about like someone's wedding. They're
And
being
that's their
so
problem.
like bougie about it.
Okay.
And his dad probably had like 5 glasses of bourbon like he does every day. That's why his son doesn't live here. Or is not even here now. So, whatever. Cheers. Good luck. Good luck with. He's like mean. He's a mean person. I don't like mean people. I'm not a mean person. I'm very kind. I don't have one mean bite in my body. Maybe they're bored, like they like drama. I have no idea. And your son's fucked up at. Enjoy. It's just like Saturday, so like so drunk, right? It's just sad to me that like that's the dynamic of my life. It's sad to watch from afar. Hi, yeah.
All right. So listen, after speaking with the parents, they basically signed off on paperwork that they don't want you here. Okay. They have the right to sign complaints against you for trespassing.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just explaining this because I know it's
Like
There's a lot.
did they say why?
that you're not together with their son. They don't want you here. This is their
We
property.
live together. Okay.
Okay, but this is their property.
Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah.
they do not want you here. Okay.
I mean that's fine. I don't want to be with their son either.
Okay.
Like,
Well, he's not here.
that's the whole problem of the whole dynamic. Like I came here to like check on him, and I was like, oh, like you caught a fish with your dad. That's great. But, like you're not here. Like you're somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's not here.
So we live in Baltimore together.
Right. They were telling me.
Yeah.
They were filming
But
me,
his
I guess, a
parents
little
are
bit.
like off, like they're like off thereafter, actually.
Okay, well, you have your side and they have their side, right? But with
Right.
that being said, where are you going tonight? Back to your parents?
No, I'm going back to home, like in Baltimore.
You're going to drive back to Baltimore?
I was on my way, yeah.
Okay. Are you okay to drive?
No.
Okay, well, do you have a friend over here that you could stay in to kind of like relax?
For what? I'm relaxed. I don't know why
you're
they're
not okay to drive.
That was a joke.
Okay.
They're very facetious. I'm very sorry for them. I'm sorry whatever they're going through. I'm sorry for their son, who was obviously having issues and like a relationship.
I got you. Okay.
I'm sorry that you had even had to come out. It was ridiculous.
I got you.
And I have no idea what he would even could possibly say about me that could be anything worse that I could say about him. So.
Right. Okay. So with that being said,
And I would never do that because it's nobody's like business. Like, do you involve people in like your relationships, like your parents?
Me personally, have you asked me?
Yeah. Like
I'm
your
pretty close to my
parents, and
family.
you're gonna be like, Mom, like my boyfriend likes to do this, or like he likes to do this, or like blah blah. It's not that personal. He makes it personal. It's weird, and it ruined our relationship. It was too personal.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I got you.
It's weird.
I got you.
There should be like a boundary. It's weird.
Well,
It's really weird.
so this is where
And I
we're
would
at.
never tell them anything about their son.
Okay,
Because
well,
they would
that's his
never let
parents.
him see.
Right. So that's his parents. He could do
I
that
would
if he
never,
wants. I get where you're coming
ever,
from.
I don't care if you put like a gun to my head. I don't care if you put me in prison for life. I would still never ruin that relationship between you and your son.
Okay. Well, as far as tonight and for
Because I don't like
future,
to cry. It's not important.
they would not like you to be at their house. Okay, they would not like you to come here. So they do.
I don't
have,
want to be here.
Okay, but I just have to explain this to you.
I don't
okay?
want to be here. I don't
Okay.
want to talk to you. I'm just like, my feelings are hurt. I don't know why you're so angry. Not you, but like,
Right, I
them.
get it.
Like, why
I
are you
get
so
it.
angry?
I get it.
I didn't do anything.
Right. All right. So with that being said, we're going to ask you to leave.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're not in any trouble with us. However, they do have the right again
They're
to cycle
so
claims.
mean. They're just like such mean people. They're just like, they love like drunk. They're like Jewish. I don't even fucking know what's wrong with them.
Alright, well, let's clear out of here
Yeah.
so we're away from the drama.
All right.
I just need like
Sound good?
pumpkin coffee. I'm like so upset.
Told me she had one a while ago.
Mackenzie, before you leave, I just want to check your eyes to make sure you're okay to drive. Can you hold it?
Yeah, because they're probably so red. Like,
Do me a favor. Stand right over here in front of me. Place your feet together, hands down on your side. Hands down on your side. Feet together, hands down on your side. Great. Now just stay in that position and hold that position, okay? Are you wearing contacts?
because I'm blind. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any medical conditions with your eyes, meaning like, any brain injury that we should know about?
I mean, I'm a little special, but yeah, that's it.
Okay. But other than that, your eyes work fine, correct? Okay. So just keep your feet together, hands down on your side. You're going to hold that position. When I tell you to, okay, I want you to follow the tip of my pen with your eyes and your eyes only, okay? Do not move your head. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Right here. Right here. Keep your head still. Keep your head still. And follow the tip of my
Ceiling.
pen
It's
with
like
your
insane.
eyes and your eyes only. Do you understand?
Not your problem to worry about.
Keep your head still.
7 on stock in town.
Can I look away?
No.
I read Inventing Horses. My day has been pretty brutal.
You have to keep your head still, okay? Keep your head still. Your chin has to be right here on this plane. Okay?
Yeah.
Keep your hands down on your side. Feet together. Keep your hands down on your side. Thank you. Feet together. down at your side.
I just fell off the horse,
Okay.
and there was some
Stop
shooting on me.
talking.
So,
Stop talking, please. You just have to get through these tests, okay? Right here.
like, imagine falling off your horse and like getting back on, and like
672.
your son is like a piece of shit.
Mackenzie.
Good.
Okay, I could do it. Just do it. Come on. I have to go. Like, I don't even
Okay,
want to
well,
go.
I'm trying,
One Merrick Road.
but you're not cooperating.
I'm not sure
I
if that's
am.
the
I
actual
really
address.
am. I really am.
It's going
So,
to be right next to Madeline
And
Court.
just listen to my instructions.
There's some type of Hispanic party going on there, and
Pastor Lynn.
he
Yes.
said
This is
someone's
fine.
unconscious.
Yeah.
Hands on
And
your
then
side.
she's having problems
Great.
breathing, so I'm
Now,
not sure
look
exactly
here.
what's going on.
At the tip of my pen, and follow with your eyes and your eyes.
Alright, no problem.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
The laundry is clearing and headed over to 672.
Your head still.
Now,
Your head still. Right here. Tip of the pen. Right here. Keep your head still.
I'm so upset.
Well, I just need you to finish it. Alright. So the next test you're going to do is the walk and turn, okay? So, are you okay with wearing those? Or would you like to take them off?
Not really. I would rather put my area up down.
Well, you have the choice to either wear those or wear nothing. So what would you like?
What do you mean?
Would you like to keep your slippers on or take them off for this test?
Well, my feet hurt. I just told you I fell off the horse.
Okay, well, I'm asking you, would you like to keep them on or would you like to walk barefoot?
Just Mackenzie, just so you know what we're doing here, we're making sure you're okay to drive, okay?
Correct.
We're making sure you're not impaired in any way, so I want you to take this very seriously, okay? I understand you're upset, you're going through a lot right now.
100% if you're doing that, I'm 100% put it out there. But
Okay, so
yeah.
if you do not do well on these tests, you're going to be arrested for driving while intoxicated.
Right.
Okay, so that's why we're trying
And
to
I
do
wasn't.
this. This is what's good to term now.
But I
Okay,
wasn't.
you already admit to me that you had a margarita before you came here, right?
I'm smelling it off your breath. You're not acting.
Come on, yeah.
Your emotions
I
are
trust
all
you.
over, okay?
Let's go.
You
I trust
clearly
you guys.
did not do
I
well
trust
on
you
your
guys.
eyes, okay?
I trust you guys.
So I'm trying to make sure that you're okay to drive,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay. All right. Do you understand the severity of the situation?
I understand the severity.
Okay.
So the
All right,
next
it's on you.
test is the walk and turn, okay? So I'm going to have you get in this, which is you're going to place your left foot on the imaginary line, place your right foot in front of it, standing heel to toe, keeping your hands down at your sides, okay? So get in that position for me. You're going to hold that position, stay in that position until I explain and demonstrate the remainder of the test, okay? Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Hands down at your side. So when I tell you to begin, I want you to take 9 heel-to-toe steps forward. It's going to look like this, okay? 1, 2, 3. On your 9th step, I'm taking 3, you're going to take 9, okay? On your 9th step, leave your front foot planted. Take a series of small steps to turn around while keeping your hands down at your side, and take 9 heel-to-toe steps in the direction you came. It's going to look like this, okay? 1, get in that position for me. Get in the starting position for me.
This one?
The one that I explained to you.
This one?
Stay in that position, okay? So again, once you take your series of small steps, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps, all right? Back in the same direction. I already took 1. It's going to be 2, 3. You are going to look down at your feet while walking. You're going to count each step out loud. Keep your hands down at your side, and do not stop the test. Once you begin it, do not stop the test. You're going to complete the test. Do you understand these instructions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so on you can begin.
So stay here. I'm going to do 9 heel-to-toe steps.
Right, which I told you, right?
Okay.
9.
So this next test you just watched, right? This next test is going to be the one that's down, okay? So you can choose your right or your left foot, whichever one you choose. You're going to keep down, your one foot down and lift your other foot approximately 6 inches off the ground, okay? Keeping your hands down at your side, and you're going to count 1001, 1002, 1003, so on and so forth until I tell you to stop, okay? Do you understand? That's going to look like this, okay? When I tell you to begin, no. When I tell you to begin, it's going to look something like this. Keep your hands on your side, feet together. Great. It's going to look like this. 1000, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005 until I tell you to stop. Okay? You understand these instructions? All right. I didn't tell you to begin. Where you put that? That's fine. Alright, you can begin.
Highway 1024. There's definitely a respiratory issue here.
Give us that. Stay right there. You can put your shoes back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, props.
I had one margarita at my dad's house.
One margarita.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to redo your eyes real quick, okay? Just to make sure you're okay.
Is there no? Did you?
I hate them. There's so many.
Forget about that, because this is, you're about to be placed under arrest for a DWI, okay? You need to take this very seriously.
I am. I'm not,
listen, stop talking, okay? Let me finish this. I need you to take this test and do this test correctly, okay? Because your other two tests, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here, okay? The other two tests, no, you didn't, okay? So, I want to redo and check your eyes, because that's going to determine, again, whether or not I'm going to place you under arrest, okay? So, keep your hands down at your side, feet together. Feet together. Great. Hands on your side, hold that position, okay? When I tell you to begin, I want you to follow the tip of my pen with your eyes and your eyes only. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay.
7-0 behind the ring. We're on Ketchum right now, about to go on 524.
Alright. Just do me a favor. Just turn around for me. Turn around. Put your hands behind you. We're just placing her for DWI, okay?
For what?
For DWI. Turn around and put your hands
Put your hands behind your back, Mackenzie.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back. I'm going to
my
ask you
goodness.
nicely again. Okay?
I never drove.
How'd you get
I
here?
never drove.
How'd your car get here?
I never drove here.
Listen, we're not.
I never drove. I drove here.
Stop.
You just said you drove here.
Oh, because his dad's like a ex-cop or something.
What?
680's gonna have a female 41 and 17 for John's all, please.
It's not okay.
Alright, we're going to walk you back to this car over here.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's not okay.
Okay, I'm going to grab your stuff. This doesn't mean you're guilty. Okay?
I'm not.
Right. This doesn't mean you're guilty.
I'm not. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing with the car?
It's gonna get towed.
Oh, yeah.
Stage myself in the ring, we're out.
Alright, come on. Right over here.
pretty.
You're only arresting me because his dad was like something.
No.
Yeah,
don't
that's
think
exactly what. He told them, he told them that he was like a cop or something. That's the only reason why you're arresting me. Fuck up.
Take a seat, please.
That's the only reason
Take a seat,
why.
please. Thank you.
It's like some colonel or something shit.
Would you please take a seat? Thank you. I appreciate it.
He's really not a nice person. And I didn't do anything.
I got all our info. I'll chat to you. I'm putting the VNF on your bag here.
Thank you.
I'll go get her wallet and her phone. Yep.
It's like the only reason why. It's like, oh, like, I'm a cop or something. Well, you know what? I think bounce it, please.
Let's check out your stuff, alright?
She had her phone. It's right on the thing.
Mute real quick.
Mute for conference.
Okay, sorry.
I said,
Search your car real quick.
yeah, she said her phone wasn't charging. It's not turning on, so. Do you have a charger?
I do.
Alright, her parents, obviously, as you know, live in so they can come get her.
Yeah.
Here.
You want to just search that side? Make
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
that there's no bottles or whatever that she can hide. There was no bottles in here when that she held
No.
outside the car. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll let them know what's going on. Here's a nut.
Huh?
Just her phone's dead, so you got to charge it. I got nothing over here. You got her wallet?
Yeah.
All this stuff over here.
Great, thank you.
Here. I took off just the key, and then that's the rest of her stuff. So, yeah, so by law, we're going to tow it. She was arrested for, through tests, we determined that she's under influence of something. So, just got to wait on the tow. Once the tow gets here, they'll take it, and then we'll be out of here, okay? I'll be here the whole time, because I got to wait.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
Thank you.
Real quick, ma'am. Can I actually go in and see if your son works?
As long as you don't mind Bella.
Oh, yeah, no.
And the little one just barks.
All good, all good.
Bella won't be funny.
You okay?
Yeah, he's just like really hurt and like really upset and really sad.
I got you. Are your parents home? Are your parents home?
Yeah.
They're home? Okay. Have they been drinking?
My mom doesn't drink.
Your mom doesn't drink? Okay, cool. Because we're going to have someone pick you up, alright?
Okay, so call.
We're not going to call. We're going to call your parents.
I want you to call. I live with him.
Alright, well, we're going to call your parents, alright?
No, you're not gonna.
You're going to call. Listen, if you don't give us the number, that's fine.
I'll give you my parents' phone number.
Okay, we're gonna call your parents, and then we're gonna come pick you up at some point. All right? And they live right over. So hopefully they'll be over pretty quick. All right.
Charge the phone real quick.
All right. We're gonna charge your phone so that way we can make a call. All right. It's all right.
So I'm gonna get her started. Would you mind heading back 10-3 and starting the TRL with this kid because he wants to apply for one?
Okay.
You have the VNF, right? Or you put it here?
I put it in there. Yeah.
Because he's coming in now.
Okay.
And obviously I have to do a 20-minute observation and do that a lot.
Yeah.
So if you can start that for me.
Yeah. I'll just get it sorted and then what happened.
Oh, I'll tell you right now. So he and her live in Baltimore. He's
Right.
here because he spends the weekends every now and
I
then.
gotta wait for a tow too.
Correct. Oh, so if you want to talk to him, or I'll tell you right now. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you tell. But I'm saying I won't be able to go in until the tow gets here.
Oh yeah, that's fine. He's still getting ready anyways. But anyhow, so he came here just to get away because they're recently going through a breakup within the past month. They live together though in Baltimore. He came here, spend the weekend with his family. She ends up showing up tonight randomly, banging on the door. The parents are like, "What are you doing? Like, get out of here! Like, he's not here."
Are they broken up or still together?
They're broken up, but they're living. Well,
How long have they been broken up for?
about a month.
Okay, but they still live together.
Correct.
Okay.
So, he said in the past she's like made threatening statements, wouldn't really tell me specifics or whatever, but he basically was saying like he's afraid of her because, you know, basically what she's doing now, she's made comments in the past that she wants to like hurt herself and stuff. Long time ago, nothing recent, anything like that, but parents don't want her here, obviously, so,
Okay.
but yeah, so he's gonna be coming out.
He's gotta wait for you to leave, right? He's waiting for you to leave.
Yeah. I'm gonna take your phone in, alright, so we can charge it. Alright, hon. Oh, let me help you here, sir. Okay. When you get out, we'll fix your jacket here.
Oh my god.
We're gonna go that way, around the car, okay? We're gonna go inside and then I'll take off the handcuffs and then we can fix your jacket.
My bag is probably, it's my place smells like Emily. It's so like horsey.
Emily's your horse?
Yeah. And she was just not good. Let me tell you. She was not good today. I had a videographer.
Where do you keep her?
My parents own a facility. Working on some venting stuff. And she was just being very feisty. So I fell off, and I think I had sand.
What time was that around?
It was, I always fall off. Like, not you.
If you can take a seat right over here for me in that red chair. And then we'll go from there. You're gonna have to leave your stuff here, okay? You're gonna go over there.
Thirsty. I was looking for water.
No, not yet, okay? And then once I read this form for you, and we'll go from there. That red chair right there, you're gonna take a seat. Great.
I literally, like, I can't wait to pick up soon. Because, like, I'll never tell this girl, be like, I'll never tell anyone.
Just do me a favor, just open your mouth, put your tongue up. Just to see that there's nothing in your mouth. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we just gotta see that there's nothing in your mouth. Spell your first name for me.
M-C-K.
Mm-hmm.
N-Z-I-E.
M-C-K.
N-Z-I-E. Hi.
Your last name?
What's that? It's G-A-U-D-L-I-P as in
G-A-U.
G as in girl, A as in apple, U-D-L-I-P as in Paul.
I'm not certified on that.
Nobody is working.
I don't even think Trento is. Yeah. Okay, so I just have to read this form for you, okay? I checked your mouth, there's nothing in there. So you've been arrested for a DWI, do you understand?
No, I didn't drive.
The law requires you to submit samples of your breath.
I didn't drive.
I have to read this.
Academy.
I just have to read this.
You can just listen to this.
The law requires you to submit samples of your breath for the purpose of testing to determine alcohol content. Do you understand that? A record of these taking of the breath samples, including the test results, will be made. Upon your request, a copy of that record will be available to you. Do you understand? After you have provided samples of your breath for testing, you have the right, at your own expense, to have a person physician of your own selection to take independent samples of your breath, blood, or urine for independent testing. If you refuse to provide samples of your breath, you will be issued a separate summons for the refusal. A court may find you guilty of both refusal and driving while intoxicated. If a court finds you guilty of a refusal, you will be subject to various penalties, including license revocation up to 20 years, a fine up to $2,000, installation of an ignition interlock, and a referral to an intoxicated driver resource center. These penalties may be in addition to penalties imposed by the court for any other offense which you're found guilty. You have no legal right to have an attorney, physician, or anyone else present for the purpose of taking of the breath samples. You have no legal right to refuse to give or delay giving samples of your breath. Any response from you that is ambiguous or conditional in any respect to my request that you provide breath samples will be treated as a refusal to submit to breath testing. Even if you agree to take the test but do not follow my instructions, do not properly perform the test, or do not provide significant breath samples, I will charge you a refusal to submit to breath testing. I repeat, the law requires you to submit samples of your breath for testing. Will you submit samples of your breath?
I will. I'm going to sit here for a while. I'm really very serious.
I'll be back in like 1 minute.
Okay. So basically this is a 20-minute observation, all right? Try not to touch your face, touch your mouth, put your fingers in your mouth. Try not to burp, cough, sneeze, anything like that. That would regurgitate anything up, because then we're going to have to restart the 20-minute observation, okay? So basically the 20-minute observation is just a grace period. It actually helps you out a little bit.
I'm not even like drinking. I'm just like really upset. I'm so embarrassed.
Well, I'm not going to lie, your tests were terrible. They were awful.
Well, I just fell off a horse.
Well, your eyes, you weren't
really
following.
Bad. Like, I think I have a concussion. Like my head hurts so bad.
Well, you didn't tell me that. I asked you.
I told you I do a venting.
Okay.
I just took a tumble. Like my horse jumped a jump like as high as your thing.
Okay. Well, again, this doesn't mean you're
fell.
guilty.
It
If
hit
you're
my head
under,
really hard.
obviously, did you
This
take?
part of my head hurts really bad.
Did you take any medicine, anything, any drugs, anything
I
like
don't do
that?
drugs.
Okay, I'm not accusing you, but
I
I
don't smoke
just.
weed. I don't do drugs.
Okay.
I don't do anything.
Would you like to get checked out by an ambulance for your head?
I mean, I think I'm okay. I'm used to falling off of my horses.
Do you wear a helmet?
I didn't today.
Okay. Well, that's not good.
Yeah, today I didn't. I don't know why.
How many horses do you have?
3.
I have 3 too.
Do you?
I do.
I'm getting another one.
And a mini horse.
Really? You have a mini?
I do.
They're so smart.
He's so rude.
They are
He's very
rude.
rude.
They're really freaking rude.
Yeah, he has a Napoleon complex.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But they're so smart.
Yeah,
You know they use them for like seniority horses?
They do, yeah, I did know that.
Yeah. I saw this thing online and it's like the horse was like on the couch and I'm like, okay. But they're too smart. They're really smart.
So you only had one drink or two? You said 2 drinks? I think you said.
I had a margarita.
That was it? No wine? No shots?
No.
Not a floater?
I made a fire with my dad.
Okay.
I told him when I fell off a horse.
Yeah, because like I said, your tests were not good.
I'm also like super flat-footed. I don't know if you can tell that, but and these like my barn slippers, not like my other ones, but these like my barn slippers. But like it's hard for me to walk like super straight.
Okay. What's up with that?
And I also got an awful spray tan today. So
What do you prescribe? So after this test, I'll get you some water. All right. And again, this doesn't mean you're guilty in any shape or form. You'll be given a court date, and then basically you'll go from there. Okay. But like I said, listen. The reason why we placed you under arrest is because your tests were awful. And I wouldn't lie to you.
I mean, I just fell off a horse and you have a concussion.
Well, again, do you want to see? You want the ambulance to come and check you out?
I probably should because my head hurts so bad.
Okay.
This time I feel like and I'm like, oh, like I'm tough, like I'm fine.
Hey, it's Court. Can you do me a favor? Could you please get a rig back here? She's complaining of a head injury, that she fell off a horse and she has pain to her head. Thank you. All right. Okay, they're coming. Yeah. After the test, I'll be able to get you some. Unfortunately, right now, because of the 20-minute
I'm like
observation.
so dehydrated. I didn't drink all day. I was riding all day.
You ride competitively?
Yeah.
For how long?
I trained too. I trained in Maryland too, in Jersey.
Is that what you do for work?
Yeah, I had a lesson today. After I fell off the horse, I had to train somebody. The highlight of my day was taking off my tall boots and putting on flip-flops. I just had a very long day.
Try not to touch your mouth, alright?
I'm neurotic about my lipstick.
I get it.
That's my number.
Yeah, okay.
Got stepping out of the vehicle, I'll be headed past the reading.
How do you say your last name?
It's Gordette.
Goodette.
I go by Mackenzie Ray though. My Instagram's kenzieray.xo. If you follow me, you'll understand my day better. I work with like a lot of like celebrities and stuff.
Oh, yeah? Anyone good?
Just like Travis Barker, like his daughter, and other cool people. My boyfriend just sucks. He doesn't even use therapy, so it's fine. And now I'm officially fucking gay because I swore on my life that I'm not even kidding. Like, I hate men. There's like such fucking things. Like, I hate them all. That's the whole reason why I'm here. I just hate them. I'm pretty sure I do have a concussion though. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you had one in the past?
Yeah.
And does it feel like that?
Yeah. You don't see very good. But you still care about the people you care about, so it doesn't really matter. Even if you do. You still have to, like, do something.
How tall are you?
5'9".
What color are your eyes?
Hello?
What color would you say your hair is? How much would you say you weigh? You have any tattoos?
No.
Scars?
No.
Single, married, divorced?
Single. AF.
You were born in Jersey?
Yeah.
Where in Jersey?
Long Ridge. Oh my god, I'm so much pain.
What's your occupation? Horse trainer?
I do a couple things.
What's your primarily occupation?
Can you do that?
You work for yourself?
I do.
Self-employed.
I'm also a realtor, but no one's gonna take a referral from me right now, so it's fine. Oh my god. I'm in so much pain, I can't even tell.
Mackenzie, just stand in that box for me. That red box. Right there?
Can you take my picture?
Yep.
When did you first time somebody took my picture? I'm a model for MMG, so here we go.
Okay. Just gonna look at that camera. 1, 2, 3. Middle one. Are you serious? Alright, your right profile, so if you're gonna look there. 1, 2, 3. And your left profile. If you want to move your hair out of your face. Thank you. And just stare where it says look here. Just stand right and look right there. Where it says look here. I need your profile. This isn't a picture for your Instagram. Thank you. Take a seat. Right there. What?
People still see it.
No one sees it. It's our in-house.
It's in the system. They're gonna be like, oh,
This doesn't get released.
The girl that her boyfriend is like a
Take a seat.
retard. Yeah,
This doesn't get released.
whatever.
It doesn't.
Yeah. Can I see it?
Do you really want to see it?
Yeah, I do.
All right, here you go.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. Let me see that. Wait, hold on a second. I look like I was crying.
It's all right. This doesn't get released. It doesn't go on, How Happenings or NewJersey.com.
I actually like it. I just look like I did something like devilish, but I didn't.
It gives you a little street cred, right? You got a little street cred now?
Yeah. Graduated from the streets.
Yeah. There you go. Compliments. All right.
Like, what do I do now? Like, I have to break up with him.
That's
I
up
have to-
that's
but I
up
have
to you. I don't know. I can't tell you what to do.
Completely break up with him. Who does that? You must, like, you had to have, because, like, I'm all the time like, oh, like, why are your parents so, like, mean? And he's like, I don't know. Like, they're just, like that. But I'm like, there's something you're not telling me. I would have never went to their house. You know
This
what
is the
I mean?
first time you met them?
No, it's like we just went to a wedding. Like, everything was fine. I don't know what he told them, but I feel like he was like doing something and he like overshared. You know what I mean? That's what I was trying to tell you. Like, when you're in a relationship, you don't overshare with your parents. It's weird because they judge your other half or like your partner. It's not healthy.
See that?
Like share with your friend or like a therapist or something, but like not your parents. Like, you don't tell them that personal stuff. Like, I don't go and like share. I don't call your mom and like, hey, your son is blah 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 blah. Like, there's some things you just like take to the grave. Like, or you see a therapist. Like, you don't tell them stuff. It's like, it's hurtful.
I mean, you can
And
see.
his dad is like. His dad has like really like bad like issues, like awful issues, like things that like Tyler would tell me that his dad did to him or like whatever, and I'm like, so why do you go home and go fishing with him?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, it's my dad. I'm like, well, is it your sister? Is it your mom? And he's like, no. I'm like, what? But he told me that ever since his dad had that like accident or whatever, he was a cop, he was never like the same. Which I get. That's fine. Like, I appreciate that heavily. Like, I think it's really sweet. And like, I'm sorry that happened to him, but it hurts my feelings that.
What happened to his dad? I'm sorry, I missed that.
His dad got like ran over and like shot at, like dragged by a car.
Mm.
And he was never the
Hey.
same.
This is Mackenzie. Mackenzie's a horse trainer, and also she does events. She fell off her horse today. Earlier, around what time again, you said? Forget.
I don't have a watch.
Well, it's 12 o'clock midnight now, so what time would you say you were riding your horse? I'm assuming not at night, correct?
I rode from like 2 to 6.
Okay.
Okay.
So in that time frame, she fell off her horse. She's placed under arrest for a DWI right now, and she's complaining of a head injury.
But I don't have
Make
to
sure you don't
do
have
it.
a concussion. What's that?
I literally like my head hurts so bad. Like, I didn't even tell you. And I'm
Fall
like,
from a horse.
I was like trying to like tough it out, and I'm like, okay, it's fine. I do like heavy like equestrian sports. Like, it's fine. But
Yeah, we'll check you out.
my brain hurts really
Okay.
bad.
Walk me through what you said it was a couple hours ago.
I do eventing, yeah, with my horses. I'm gonna jump like really high. So I was going over a jump like that,
Okay.
and one of the horses refused, and she backed up, and I like flew over to the left. I was just like
How long you been riding?
Got it. You got thrown from the horse.
26 years.
Do you have any
I'm
pain in there?
26.
What do you got? Do you have any pain in there?
Yeah, I have a lot of pain.
Where specifically would that be?
Literally everywhere.
Is it just your head that hurts?
Literally everywhere.
Yeah. How long have you been having this pain for?
Like, all day.
Okay.
I'm just not a complainer.
Gotcha. Trying to tough it out.
I feel like my blood pressure is probably great. But like, it's my head. Like, it's my brain. Yeah, he's like laughing, but like, it's like my brain is like my neck and my head. Like, everything hurts. And my back.
You were right about the blood pressure. Probably better than mine.
I tend to make a lot of people nervous. You wouldn't be the first. Okay, so what do you think?
Yes, please.
Like, I want to like,
Would you like an ice pack for your head? You think
for
that
my
might help?
back and my head. Yeah,
You want to?
please. Please.
Where's your head hurting? Let me see. Right over there?
It's the whole right side.
Okay. And you didn't pass out at all, did you?
What?
You didn't pass out at all when you
You didn't lose consciousness.
No,
when you
hold
fell.
on. I was like, I'm heading back on.
Yeah.
It was like a third, like I fell so hard. And they're like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah.
Or
I'm
bleeding
getting
at
back
all?
on. What?
Or bleeding at all?
I don't know. I didn't check. I still have to stand in my
Where on your
hands.
back do you have
And my
pins?
boyfriend's cheating on me, so that's what it hurts.
Where on your back do you have pins?
It's like the right side down.
Okay, so lean forward again for one more time.
It's literally no here.
Lean forward. Yeah, lean back.
I think it's like my tailbone.
Alright, lean
Pretty sure
back.
I did an x-ray. I don't know. I just feel like
Let me borrow your finger. Measure your pulse. You can rest your arm. If you want.
What's your BP?
130/86.
is that good?
Very good.
Perfect.
Yeah, like I said, it's probably better than mine.
I'm just pedigree. I'm sorry.
98, 91.
Shit. It's just my freaking head hurts.
Real quick, I'm going to shine the light on. Make sure you don't have a concussion or anything. Just go ahead and look up, okay? Look it up. Be quick.
I think I do. I'm not even kidding. I've had one before. Having it worse.
Alright, is it normal?
Were you wearing a helmet when you were riding?
Not today.
Alright, 1 to 10, tell me the worst. What's your pain right now?
My head is like a 7. My back is like I'm used to it from horses. And my calves are like a 12.
Give me your eyes back a second. Give me your hands. One on each hand. Give me a squeeze.
Try and break his legs.
Give me a squeeze. Squeeze as hard as you can.
Yeah, it's okay.
After, I'm going to drink a margarita. I have deserved.
What did you do thus far so far?
What?
What did you drink thus far?
What do you mean?
Did you have anything to drink?
I had a margarita.
You had a
I poured like a bunch of tequila, vodka, and a margarita, and I mixed it up, and I made a fire.
You made a fire.
As deserved.
Okay.
I probably smell like a campfire.
Had a party tonight, huh?
No, I'm visiting my dad. My dad is like a very...
Do you live in town?
No, I live in Baltimore. I just moved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to go to the hospital?
I probably should. I probably should.
Okay. So, you know, your vitals were fine. Heart rate, blood pressure, all okay. I don't see any significant injuries besides
Would you mind getting Sarge real quick?
Where is he?
He's in that. He should be in the sergeant's office.
I'm sorry.
You know where's that?
Oh,
Okay.
Straight ahead to the right?
Straight ahead.
Me as well.
Make
Yeah.
the right.
We all know.
And second door on
Thank
the left should
you.
be.
We were saying that. A lot of people don't understand that.
Because it's time to provide blood samples, and if she's going to go to the hospital, we should do that before. This way we don't have to get blood and whatever.
Is she okay to go to the hospital?
If she wants to go, yeah. Yeah. If she wants to go, it's up to you. I mean, I can't force you to go. I can't.
Yeah, so I mean, that's totally up to you.
Yeah.
You know
You
what
don't
you're
have to
feeling
go,
right now.
but-
You know what's going on. Your blood pressure and everything looks good. Your pupils are good.
Oh,
So basically, I'm not dying.
Yeah.
And I don't have a concussion.
Yeah.
So I should just sit here.
I mean, that's totally up to you.
So you're telling me I'm good to go and I have nothing wrong with me.
Well, besides some pain, I mean, look, I'll break it down for you like this. We always have to recommend that someone goes to the hospital. That being
Yeah.
said, you know your body the best. You know what you're feeling right now. If you don't feel too bad. Your vitals and everything are fine. So if you want to finish up what's going on here and get checked out later,
So you think I should like wait it out and like follow with my physician?
If that's what you want to do, then we're comfortable doing that.
Okay.
Like I said, we can't recommend either way, but so if
It's up
you
to you at this
want
point.
to, yeah.
I'm so I
We're here to
can't
take you.
I can't even count how many times I've fallen off a horse. So.
Right. So you just have to understand what you're feeling right now, what's going on. So if you
I'm pissed off. That's what I am.
not that you want to step your shadow, right?